Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay silent just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope. While you at it, we keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy, Sir, of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC. And today I got two special guests, two of what I like to call my podcast cousins, because, you know, with all of us being Bulldogs, you know, we got to come together in unison and support each other. So in the building today, I got Things You Don't Say Podcast. What's good, bro?
Things People Don't Say Podcast. Yes, sir.
And he got on merch. I'm jealous.
Yes, we waiting on.
Dang, they both got on merch.
Yes.
Gotta tighten up.
We get it out. Yes, sir.
All right. So the brothers together, Phree and Bearded Panda, have joined me today, and we're going to discuss what it is to be a podcaster, pretty much. So, Things You Don't Say Podcast, and we'll start with you, Phree, bro. What is the functionality of this podcast? What is y'all podcast about?
It's a little bit of everything. So it's three educated Black men who are out here in this world dealing with things in different situations and the conversations that we have. It's an exploration into our world, our friendship, and the conversations and the ideas that we have.
Okay. So I dig that PC answer. I like that. I see where we're going. So Bearded Panda, let me ask you, how long have y'all been active as a unit with this podcast?
We actually been doing this for about 3 years now. I think about 3 or 4. Okay, 4. Yeah, it's 4. Actually, we started in like 2018. We started getting stuff out, doing stuff. So it's been about 4 years now.
Oh man, that's dope. Because it sounds like we're around the same age then. So we probably got some stories we all need to share. So let me ask y'all, you know, to come up with a podcast is an idea within itself, because we're in that age where they're picking up now. But as you can see, we've been in it for a little bit. What inspired y'all to start a podcast?
Well, I know for me, like he just said, the conversations we have, whether they be PC or not PC or whatever, some of the stuff we say, like is we've been saying for years, and the talks that we have amongst ourselves, we was like, you know what, we find ourselves, we think we're funny, and people generally think we're funny, but it's like the conversation we have, like it's funny, but it's educational. We're not educating, but it's like it's knowledge and stuff. Like, oh, okay, that was funny, but he got a point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we decided to put it out there, like to put it out there for other people to hear, to be able to chime in on. Just like I said, the conversation we had, we thought were unique, and our opinions, we thought our opinions and what our views were unique. So we decided to share it with everybody.
Yeah, and if not unique, it was something people could relate to. Like I said, an experience that you could vibe with, like people talking and saying things that, you know, whether you agree or disagree, something you could be entertained by, you know.
All right, and I respect that. I love to hear different points of view, because I'm a firm believer that in order to become more well-rounded, you need to be able to listen and at least identify how someone came to a conclusion, and even if it's opposing to yours. So I think that's interesting that y'all do that, you know, regularly. So let me ask y'all, with being Black and starting the podcast, what were some of the obstacles that you guys encountered along the way?
I just starting or getting into it. Before we started, we was like, man, we should start a podcast. We should start a podcast like maybe a year before we actually started. Our other co-host, who's not with us right now, but C. Watt, he was like, man, you know, I'm gonna buy some mics. So he started just little bit pieces in there. He started picking up mics, stuff like that. And eventually, I think one day I started researching myself, and I was like, I saw, because right now we post the Anchor, and it puts it on every other platform. But finding somewhere to actually record and how to record stuff like that. But just as doing it, and getting out there, just trying to build your brand. That's been, I'm not gonna say the hardest, but that's been the most intriguing thing, is just trying to build your brand and get people to actually listen. Invite people in to actually listen and come back and like, okay, you listen for that one time, or you listen for the first 30 minutes or whatever, like, or come back and listen. That's what we want return listeners. And like I said, like Phree always say, tell a friend and tell a friend, tell your mama, like, come check us out,
Right.
So
all right. So let me ask y'all this, because you said something that kind of stood out. You did research, and your third co-host kind of started move things in place as far as investing in the podcast to get the sound together. One of the common problems I find is that, especially with podcasting, is scheduling. Because you're not only a podcaster, I'm pretty sure you guys also have your own day jobs, your own hobbies and things like that. So how do you manage to balance being a podcaster, work, and your personal life?
Well, I mean, it's always difficult. What we try to do is, number one, try to figure out when everybody had some type of free time, and to dedicate at least an hour to it, right? And honestly, what it ended up being was something like a therapeutic session for all of us. We always, like I said, we always talk, and these were always natural conversations that we had anyway, and that we built, within those conversations anyways. We're just really just deciding to share them with America, right? And then in that, it makes it a little bit easier. It's the mindset. Like I get to go chill with my homies. I get to take a little R&R for an hour, or something that I actually need just to unpack or decompress from a long week, or like just a stressful situation. I get to express it with my homies, no judgment, and it's all love. So in that case, it becomes less like a chore and more like something you want to do. Like I call it, yo, man, it's been so many days since we recorded. Like, what's up? What we gonna do? And it becomes less burdensome that way.
And just to chime in, like, I know with me being a father and a husband, so it's like I have to make sure, and working full time as well. You got to put in the work, do this, make sure home is taken care of, the wife, the kids. But like you said, it has turned into a therapy, and you say a lightweight therapy session for us. How they say black men don't go to therapy as is, but for us, it's like we get to sit around, we get to talk, and one of the things I love about us, and I've heard people say, is it's three of us, so you get a different opinion from each one of us. Like one show, I might be the wild card. It's rare, but I might be one show, Phree might be the wild card. One show, or more than likely, Chris is gonna be the wild card. He's gonna be the wild card. But like you get there. But like I said, it's become like a therapy session. Once I take care of my business, handle my business, had a long week, whatever, I get to sit down with some of my best friends, my brothers, as I consider them, and we get to sit down, we get to talk, laugh, discuss different issues, discuss that stuff that's been bothering us, or something that's been, you see this crap, you see this such and such, we can discuss that and talk and discuss it and laugh about it. What I'm saying? But like I said, but it gets to go out there for everyone.
Think about it like this. You've been to the barber shop, right? You know how I feel to be in the shop. Like the shop is a therapeutic experience. I mean, it only lasts for an hour while you're there, and you get a slightly different experience depending on the characters that's in there. It's a little more stable on the outside, but it's the same type of thing. When you go, you family, hey, what's up, man? Let's talk about, let's whoop the whoop, let's sell these wolf tickets, or do whatever we're gonna do, and that makes you feel like included, like it's like familiar faces saying the things that you remember and making you laugh along the way. So pretty cool.
I love it, man. I love to see that we're getting out of that adage of black men aren't allowed to express themselves. Right. And now y'all have a whole platform dedicated to that.
Right.
So on the other side, being a black man, seeing y'all do the same thing makes me further know that we as a community are growing, expanded our mindset. So kudos to y'all, man, for finding y'all way. Now,
thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to go down the yellow brick road with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all knocking on 4 years with your old podcasting asses. So let me ask, is there a memory that you would say overall has been the most memorable so far?
Ooh. No, I got a couple.
It's been a couple. Oh man. Some of the conversations that we have. So
right.
I'm gonna throw my boy out there. It's
gonna be most likely him anyway.
It's on tape. Like you can go back and listen to it. So one episode we was talking, I can't remember the full conversation, but our other co-host Chris C. White, he was saying something. He was a little inebriated at the time, but he was like, we got on something about eating. We can cuss if we eating ass or whatever. So conversation went through that, and it got going, and he ended up saying he would let Lupita Nyong'o take a shit on his chest. Like when I tell you, like that, it's if you got to go listen to the whole thing, but the conversation, man, that's some of the conversations we have, and then two episodes after that, we telling him about it. I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying
right. Now you lying. You ain't lying. We had to go play it back for him after.
We had to play it back for him.
I really said that. Like I really said, I gotta watch what I say on my waves because I'm going wild.
That is hilarious.
That is hilarious. It's like some of our quotables, like the fuck side of the menu. That was a good one. It's just like that where people come back and mention those things and they ask us what it is, and like we get to interact with people based on our look colloquialisms and whatnot. Yeah, like that. Those are the
that and like one of the other ones. Like I've heard one of our listeners or friends of the show, he'll randomly give me a second, man. Hold on, what's wrong? I'm sorry, fella. Give me a second,
bro.
Look at him. See, that's a black man right there.
Yeah, that's dadding. That's dadding, bro.
Yeah. About that, but yeah, like one of my friends of the show, Ryan, he'll be like, he'll be saying something, and like one of the things we said on the show, like smoking dicks, like some, man, you must be smoking dicks, but like it's, you know what I'm saying. So it's stuff like that. Then we got another one. Like I said, you have to listen to the show, but we like I'm gonna start off by saying this: we love everybody and we talk about everybody. But like one we was on the subject of I can't remember the subject, but we said
I think we asked if we was like I think we was talking about if you was sleep with a certain type of identifying individual, being like a butch lesbian, right?
Yeah, a stud.
Right. Mm-hmm. So in that, we came up with a fire acronym and said yes, because as a stud, like, it's still titties under that shirt, right? Studs.
That is hilarious, bro.
Right. Yes. And I mean, like, and it was just a golden moment. Yeah.
Still titties under that shirt. Yo.
Right. That's trademark. Right? You heard that here, right? That's us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on the shirt in a while.
Look, just let me know when go sale 2X. I'll cash that. I need that. Oh my God, that's funny. If you're watching this on Facebook, let me know you have watched this up to this point by putting studs in the comments. Please.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna turn it a little bit because I feel like for every up there's a down, right? So at any point in time, did you guys feel that the podcast wouldn't be successful? If so, who or what changed your mind?
I'll let Marco first.
Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't think it would be successful, but it's just when you with what we use to track our information or track analytics and stuff like that, like you can see your listeners, and it just for a while there, kind of our listeners weren't getting, we weren't increasing, or it wasn't growing, and you're looking at that and just the I can say the struggles of everyday life, stuff like that. It get you down. You may be in a place or a mindset, and you seeing that on top of whatever else is going on. It's like, man, this ain't. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know if we need to let this go or we need to do so. So, you get, you go through that, you had that moment or that thought in your head to like, I don't know if we need to do something different or what, but just and what changed for me or what changed my mindset or it just gave me like, hey, bro, it's gonna be all right. Is one, my brothers, just talking to them and seeing how much, regardless of what our listeners growing or not, I see how much we as a group, as a unit, love what we do. And we love doing this. Like we love talking, and we like I said, the camaraderie. The camaraderie we have, like I said, blood couldn't make us any closer. Like we love what we do. And like seeing that and seeing how much joy that brings each and every one of us, that changed me. That like, you know what, regardless of whatever else, regardless of these listeners, this is it. This what I enjoy what I'm doing with my brothers, and they enjoy this. Like, forget all that. I don't care about none of that right now. This is what I care about. And as time has grown and stuff like that, we've seen our listeners go up and up. Now, we ain't the most notoriety, most known, but like our listeners have increased, and I'm thankful for that. And I believe we're gonna keep growing, and stuff like that. But it's just, just seeing that and just seeing how we as a family have grown. And from our start, like we started recording on Anchor. We've invested in ourselves and stuff like that. We've gotten new equipment. We just got a new mixer, another new mixer, and like we're growing. And I'm just so thankful at the position that we're in. And I got big dreams and big hopes that we'll be bigger than what we are right now a year from now. So yeah.
Love it, man. I love to hear and experience that for y'all on this side, because I understand looking at a number and not seeing it move is frustrating. So the perseverance is the word, I guess, that we need to use here. So kudos to y'all, brother. Kudos for y'all. And here's to more listeners and subscribers and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
That's all it takes. It's like, for me, it was a random post. It was just a picture of us recording. I think we had just leveled up, right? We had just got that
first mixer. Yeah,
we just got the first mixer. So it was like, hey man, we leveling up. We out here, right? Just trying to boost ourselves up, right? So we are doing something. And the type of reaction it received. I mean, like hundreds of hits, way more hits than I expected. Normally, I thought it was just our like close circle of family and friends and people that we knew and we messed with that listen. But then like that showed us like there were way more people than what we were seeing, and ever since then, like you can see the results come. So like that changed my perspective. Like all the hard work that you have been putting in, it came to fruition, and it'll drive you to keep going.
I dig it, man. Just don't give up to anybody that's listening. Don't let those numbers dictate your passion. Like keep going regardless. They're gonna fluctuate.
Definitely.
As long as you do what you like, and like I said, Mark hit quite on it. We were just doing we didn't do anything different. It was just us doing what we do. We decided to do it for ourselves, and people saw it, right, and responded to it. So do you, and it'll come to you.
That is.
I know that's kind of out there, kind of faithful, but
No, it's the truth though, bro. It's the truth. Like that's something I had to learn. Like when I would try to make things that would catch the public eye, it wouldn't. So now I went out my way and invested all this time and money into something I didn't want to do. And I'm frustrated because nobody wants it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Shoot. All right. So my next question is what I call the long-term question. It's kind of one of my infamous questions, but not in a bad way. It kind of shows if people have really thought through, what exactly they want to do or where they want to take their platform. So where would you guys like to see things you don't say in the next 1 year, in the next 3 years, and then in the next 10 years?
Give me, I'll take 1, take 3, I'll take 10. How about that?
Okay, go ahead.
Next year, relatively in the same, not the same spot. Our listeners hopefully grow, and it'll be a steady type of thing, right? Hopefully by that time we'll have our the full website function. Merch will be starting to get pressed out. try we can like drive more traffic through some of the other social media platforms. We got Discord, Twitter, Facebook, so we gotta like push those. That sets us up for in the next 5 years, like maybe like getting to where you get more a better studio equipment, and even maybe a dedicated studio where we can start doing video and go to like a more like an actual set. And after that, in 10 years, I'm trying to hopefully get syndicated, dog. If I can get syndicated and get that bread, I'm gonna like put my like real career on the back burner. I'll sell all out for it. I'll be out ready to go out. 90 whatever station, I'm there. I'm with it.
Yeah, and that's basically like I'll just to reiterate, like I said, the 1 year, definitely next year, listeners growing. Like I said, we get our merch out there. Like I just people, I wearing my shirt out around everywhere I go. There's people, white people, black people, stop and read the shirt. Like these people don't say. I like that. Yeah, you should. I mean, you should check us out. Check us out. I've had older white ladies stop me numerous times just to read my shirt.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Oh, yes, ma'am. I don't necessarily refer them or direct them to the podcast because some of the stuff we say, but
it's not the demographic, right?
But come. You want to check us out, man? Go ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In 5 years, I would say, like he just said, just maybe have something dedicated workspace for us. Like to see maybe some revenue come in from us, and between 5 to 10 years, maybe syndication, maybe even a spot at the local radio station. Like we can get something like just so we can still talk. We can still talk our shit on radio.
Right.
So maybe something like that. Like that, I would love to see something like that grow. A booming YouTube page, booming social media, stuff like that. Is what we push for, what we're pushing for in the long term. So yeah.
All right, bro. I listen, with the route y'all are going, y'all are definitely on that path. I'm definitely a fan. Like listening to y'all, I'm like, oh yeah. Let me go ahead and pull these boys up on my Spotify so I can get them, my rotation. You know what I'm saying? Because I like y'all chemistry already. You guys even compliment each other. Like you one person like Bearded Panda led a question, and then Phree, you led a question, and y'all bounce it back and forth. That cohesiveness, I can feel it. So I would love to hear that. So I'm gonna check y'all out my damn self. Now
appreciate it.
This is my last question. And it's my favorite because I always dedicate this question to the person listening, because the hardest thing to do is take an idea like you guys did and run with it. So that being said, what words of encouragement would you have for that person who has an idea, but they're afraid to act?
You go ahead, Phree. You want, and you can start, and I'll jump in.
If you want one, or you want the spiel. The spiel is kind of long. I give you a spiel. Do what you like, what you want to do, or it's your platform. You're in control. You're the boss. When it comes out when you want it to come out, it sounds like you want it to sound. It'll be your baby, your project. In that way, honestly, what other people think about it kind of doesn't matter. It'll matter in the sense where you want people to be entertained, you want people to do that, but it won't be such a chore. You won't worry yourself trying to placate other people. Do what you know how to do. Be you, and an unadulterated you, and people will gravitate to who you are genuinely. And you don't have to worry about some of those. So some of that stuff will just start coming easy. You'll be more motivated to do it. So if you're looking for that motivation, if you don't know how to like exactly do it, just go try it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to make it too difficult for yourself. It's a show. Like, you know how shows work. Do that. It doesn't have to be brand new. It doesn't have to be like any type of no new age idea. Sometimes it's just 3 people sitting in the room talking about how they feel, and people will tune in every week to listen to it. So if that's your niche, do that.
And just to kind of jump on what he said, man, just be you. I can't say that enough. Be yourself. Be genuine. Because once you're genuine, long as you're genuine and you're doing what you love, like I said, people will gravitate towards it. If you, like you said, people say all the time, if you 100, I'm gonna be around you. That's basically what it is. If you're genuine and you 100 and you yourself, people will come. Like the Field of Dreams, build it, they will come. You build it, they will come. Like I get the it's hard or whatever. Like you said, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Your opinion is unique, regardless of what everybody. Even if you maybe saying the same thing somebody else said, you may be saying it in a different way or a different light, or you may be adding on to it. Your opinion is unique. And if you want somebody to hear that and you want that to be out there, by all means, go for it. Don't let no one tell you you can't do it. Don't let no one stop you. Like that, like I said, and like we just said earlier, don't worry about the numbers. Just do you.
Have
be
fun.
You. Have fun. Enjoy it. Love it. Take care of this, your baby.
Right. If you're a conspiracy theorist and you just like start talking about like conspiracy theories for hours on end, man, talk about it, bro. Tell me all about the theories, right? Because it's like some dude out there, right? It's some dude out there who's like, I need to know this, and I'm gonna listen to your smooth voice tell me this every week. So like, do that.
That is, gentlemen. If anybody wants to contact you, whether it be about being a guest on your show or just need to know information about y'all personally, what's the best way to find y'all?
But best way is, or if you want to contact us, you can email us. It's tpdspodcast@gmail.com. And we are TPDS Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Linktree. LinkedIn. We have a Linktree, so we got a LinkedIn account. You can find us on things people don't say. TPDS Podcast.
Yeah. Google it.
We are there. Like we on and we respond. We have a Discord community. If you want to come be a part of the community, we have a Discord. You can come in and chat. We'll get you. I'll make sure we send one to you. You can come in and chat. It may not be conversation going on all the time, but when it is, feel free to jump in. We talk about anything, any and everything. Just like we do on the podcast. We got people in the Discord. They talk about any and everything. So
if you hear us say some crazy shit on the podcast, like call me out. I'm gonna chirp back, but like
there you go.
Like call me out.
Exactly.
Hey, that is, gentlemen. I look forward to working with y'all in the future, brother. Like I said, we all are from the Hill, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely have to re-engage and relink. And with that being said, this has been the Things You Don't Say podcast. And sir, of the 2020 Podcast LLC. And if you don't remember anything else, remember this: still titties under that shirt.
Still titties.
There you go.
That's trademark, by the way. Trademark. Don't. Yeah.